farewell. I'll be just saying goodnight. I don't know why I sing that. Anyways, today's vlog is not going to be a long one. Oh fuck, it's raining. No. Oh no, it's raining. Oh shit. Hold on, let me go out to my car. Jesus. Anyways, today's vlog is going to be very, very short because if you guys remember the other day I told you my mom was having a, oh, what's it called? What is that called? What's the holiday this weekend? Labor Day. My mom's having a Labor Day party. And we have been there since earlier, like helping her with shit. So just haven't had time to vlog today. I was gonna vlog earlier while I was getting ready, but I was like, oh fuck, I gotta be at my mom's house. So I better get ready. And my mother-in-law wasn't even ready. Or this particular vlog right here, this little clip that I'm talking to you on would be a little bit longer, but my mother-in-law was not ready when we were ready, so I had to come back and get her. My mom lives about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes away from me. So I gotta pick her up. I can't believe it's raining. That's gonna suck because the party's outside. I hope it's not raining where my mom is. It looks nice over there. Anyways, yeah, so today's vlog is not going to be that long because I don't know, it just feels weird like asking all these people like, hey, you want to be in my vlog? I'm fucking weird and film videos for the internet because they're all like very old school top people, so there's that. But anyways, I will probably get on later, maybe like when I'm doing my nighttime routine, and send you guys off, but I'm sorry, you guys. I know it should be longer. I know you guys like the long ones, you dirty birds, but I'm so embarrassed. I hate filming other people and filming in front of other people and everything else. So I am gonna cut it off because I'm here to grab my mother-in-law, and I will see you guys later. Hello, I am back in the bathroom and shitty lighting again, and I have no bra on, so I should probably zoom in so you don't see me without a bra on. Okay, so anyways, as I said earlier, I didn't want to vlog at the party and stuff. I said earlier we were going to a party at my mom's. I didn't want to vlog because everybody there is like really old school and it's just embarrassing. Like, hey, want to be on my video on the fucking internet? Like, these are people that like carry around flip phones and shit. You know what I'm saying? So me coming at them with a camera is not cool. So anyways, I thought I would just, before I like wash my face and get ready for bed, because I got to work at 7 in the morning, I thought that I would jump on and talk about the Jaclyn Hill video. I just got done watching the Jaclyn Hill video, and Jesus, it was just so boring. Like, I figured I would just come on and give my thoughts about it, because why the fuck not, right? So for the first like 20 minutes, all she talks about is the vault, the vault, the vault, the vault. Like, I could give a fuck about this vault. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't care. There were some points in the video where I thought, girl, that doesn't really make sense. Like, she was saying in the video how she had all these people, like, I had people emailing me and, or no, I seen people leaving comments on Twitter, tweeting about how the vault sucked and it was horrible, and then I would DM them, and then they would DM me back and say, oh, I scraped the top off, so now it's okay and I love it. But she never addressed the fact that it's not okay that you have to scrape the top off of this palette that you just bought that's supposed to be good in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really weird. And then she said, you know, at one point in the video, said, I had all these people tweeting out and I DM'd everybody and everybody got back to me except for one person, which I will address later, but then never went back and addressed it. So it was like, what was the deal with the one person? Like, what happened with that? And then her addressing the whole thing with what happened between her and Marlena, I thought was like, she kind of more or less like tiptoed around what happened, and I felt like her showing the emails and everything like that, and you know, she made some valid points when she said it wouldn't make sense me coming out with this Morphi palette that's this much money, me coming out with this Makeup Geek palette that's this much money, and at the end of the day, like, her using her like calculated sales tactics, which I will get into in a minute, is the way that she approached that. And the thing is like, that's true. Like, it wouldn't make sense, but don't bring it to us like it doesn't make sense because you've got one palette at one price and one palette at another price. It doesn't make sense because you're going to make more money off of the palette that is a lot more attainable to the everyday consumer. So if you come out with a Morphi palette that's 28 shadows and it's like under $30, and then you come out with a Makeup Geek palette that is 9 shadows for $40 or whatever, obviously, like, more people are going to be able to afford that, which is what I think. Her like talking about like these sponsorships and everything else like that, like, yeah, she's not done sponsorships, but that wasn't really the point, and that's not really what people were like going at, was the whole sponsorship thing. So I don't really understand why she brought that up, because she's really not even affiliated in that, because everybody knows that she doesn't do sponsorships. She doesn't have to do sponsorships because she makes so much fucking money off of Morphi. Like, don't sit and act like you are not with Morphi because of the money. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's because of the money. And here's the thing with Morphi. Like, she had talked about in the video also about I got offers from brands, from 2 like major cosmetic brands, for $1 million contracts. So she got 2 $1 million contracts from major brands, which I'm assuming it was Tarte and Too Faced, because Tarte and Too Faced are 2 of the main collaborative brands. So they are 2 of the main cosmetic brands that normally collaborate with influencers. So I feel like, you know, she just said, oh, my heart wasn't in it, and you know, it wasn't right for me, and this, that, and the next. But like, I don't really feel like that's what it was. I feel like on her end, because she's a very smart businesswoman, and she's, you know, knows money and knows like what the fuck she's doing. Obviously, she's made millions. I feel like on her end, rather than saying, you know, just come out and tell the fucking truth, rather than saying, you know, I didn't feel like it was right, it wasn't right for me, blah, blah, blah. Just tell the fucking truth and say, you know, I've stuck with Morphi instead of doing that. Because when you collaborate with those brands, you are not allowed to mention any other brands. You're not allowed to collaborate with other brands. Just come out and tell the truth and say that, you know, collaborating with Morphi was what was going to make me more money, because Morphi is more attainable to everybody. You're not, so if she made a palette with Too Faced that's $48, a 12-year-old girl that watches Jaclyn Hill online and goes to her mom and asks her mom to buy this Too Faced palette for $48, is not going to get that palette for $48. It's more likely that that 12-year-old girl that goes and asks her mom for a Morphi palette that costs $20 or $28 or $25 is more likely going to be able to purchase it, which is why Morphi's made so much money, because at the end of the day, it's cheaper and it's more attainable to every single solitary person. Too Faced, Tarte, Urban Decay, that's not necessarily attainable to every single solitary person. But when it comes to something like Morphi that's selling, you know, these $20 palettes with more shadows than any other palette, you know, on the prestige market, obviously it's attainable to everybody. So in hindsight, she's making more money off of that. Even though it's cheaper, she's making more money because she's able to sell more products. And for her to say like, well, I don't even know how much money I made off of the Vault collection, blah, blah, blah. She like straight sat on Snapchat and said she sold 200,000 palettes within 40 minutes. So it's like, you know how much money you making, girl. And for her to say like, I've never done a sponsorship, I've never been paid like a set price or whatever from Morphi. All I've ever made money off of is affiliate codes. Well, no fucking shit, because you've made so much money off affiliate codes. If you are, and she like kind of, you know, beat around that too, in my opinion, because she said that, you know, I haven't done sponsorships. I haven't been paid by Morphi. Other than affiliations and collaborations. So when she makes collaborations, she makes a percentage off of not just her affiliate code, but also that collaboration. So if you're selling 200,000 palettes at $20 a palette, I mean, Jesus, you do the math. That's a lot of fucking money. That's like $4 million. So she's obviously making millions that way, which in turn is way more fucking money than she would have ever probably made, you know, going with Too Faced, going with Tarte, going whatever the brand was. I'm just assuming. Maybe that's not the brand. I don't fucking know. I'm just assuming. But, you know, I don't know. It's just like she's like piddling around everything, and I felt like the video was like very calculated and very like business oriented rather than just coming out and like being an actual person. You know what I mean? My feelings on Jaclyn Hill are, I feel like she just has one of those very like magnetic personalities. She's like a used car salesman or like a carpet salesman. Like everybody is just drawn to her by her personality, and she could sell a fucking ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves because she has that personality. I have a friend who is exactly the same way. My friend is very toxic. She was a drug addict for years, and she stole from people. She lied from people. She, you know, used to stand out on the streets and lie about her kids not having food so people would stop on the streets and give her money. But I'll be goddamned if every fucking person that came in contact with her or that still comes in contact with her to this fucking day does not fall in love with her because she has one of those magnetic personalities. And Jaclyn Hill has the same kind of personality. So, you know, she puts this video out and like kind of hem-hauls around everything and does it in a very business calculated manner, like a very PR driven, just calculated way. So that way, you know, she's very smart. And, you know, this was, I felt like, kind of her way of trying to be relatable by saying, you know, I'm glad you told me this and I'm glad you told me that. You know, as far as like her saying, you know, everybody keeps telling me that I'm like pushing Morphi too much in my videos, and you're totally right. You're totally right. That's her like siding with you and drawing you in. That's a total business tactic, is to like put yourself in somebody else's shoes or make your subscribers feel like they actually had a say in what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the video was like super calculated, excuse me, in that sense. And I don't know, I guess I just didn't buy it. I just felt it was like very businessy, and, you know, all the way, because I watched Peter Mon's video too, and you know, he said the video was very casual, all the way down to the way she was dressed, just being in, you know, just a plain t-shirt and like a cardigan, no lashes, no like super crazy glam. But this thing like had to go. Stop patting your hair, girl. Stop patting your hair. Like, stop doing it. I know you're nervous and that's like a nervous tick, but goddamn, that had to go. So that's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't normally follow her. I don't normally watch her videos anymore. I used to be in love with her back in the day because of that magnetic personality and because she was really fucking good at makeup tutorials. But just from like the things that have happened over the past like year or two, I just can't really get behind her anymore. I don't buy her collaborations. Like I said, I don't really watch her videos. I did watch this one just because, you know, it's like drama and shit. I just wanted to see like what her point of view was going to be, like what she was going to say, because she had put a Snapchat out saying like, you know, I made an hour-long video telling you my truth and I throw everything out on the line and blah, 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 blah. But I don't really think she did. I think it just the points that she was making and the way that she was doing it just seemed very like, I don't want to say scripted because I know it wasn't scripted, but almost like scripted. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I'm so sorry, and I mean she did, but I don't know. It just seemed like very disingenuous to me. I do like give her props for coming out and saying, you know, the truth on, like, I feel like the one big truth that she told was the fact that the reason why she's not making YouTube videos, and the reason why she makes so many more YouTube videos is because she's looking at it as in a business sense now, and that it's all about business, and, you know, she's got these collaborations with Morphi, so she feels like she has to. But then she kind of, you know, again, backpedaled with the whole, I look at YouTube as a business and blah, 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 and this is my business and I feel like I had to do this. So in turn, what you're saying is that you are, you know, making all these videos with all this Morphi stuff because you're trying to sell Morphi. Like, because, you know, even outside of all her collaborations, all the videos were about Morphi. Like, it didn't have to be a Jaclyn Hill palette that she was using. It was just a Morphi palette. And it was all Morphi brushes. It wasn't her Morphi brushes. It was just Morphi in general. So there you go again, kind of like piddle-footing around the actual point where you're saying, oh, this is why I was doing it because I was looking at it as a business, but not really thinking about the fact that, well, you're looking at it as a business, so you just said blatantly that you were trying to sell Morphi. So you say that you're not in it for the money, but yet you're selling Morphi that gives you money. It just, I don't know. The whole thing just made absolutely no sense to me, girl. No sense. I was just like, what even is this? Like, I really, truly hope that she was going to get on there and just tell her truth. And, you know, the fact of the matter is all people want from her is fucking tutorials, because she's good at fucking tutorials. She's good at teaching. But I think what's happened over the years is that she's making so much money from different outlets, and that was her goal. From the beginning, that was her goal, was to get on YouTube and to make money off of YouTube. And she's always said, you know, from the beginning, like, I looked at fashion magazines and I did this and I wanted this and I strived for this, and that's what she wanted with YouTube. She wanted to make money off of it, and now that she's to the point where she's making so much money that she doesn't have to make videos anymore, she doesn't want to make videos anymore. In my opinion, maybe I'm totally fucking wrong here. Maybe I'm just like, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is just what I get from it. So I think the reason why she's not doing YouTube is A, because she doesn't have the time to, and B, because she doesn't really care to. So, like, I feel like, you know, going out and getting an editor and, you know, getting new lighting and getting a new camera, like, I feel like she thinks that, you know, doing all these things is going to make her want to do YouTube more, because she's doing all these things to make it easier for her to do YouTube so she doesn't have to work so much at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't really care to do it, so she doesn't care to work at it. And, you know, going out and buying a new camera to make yourself look better, and going out and buying new lighting, and getting an editor, getting a moderator for your comment section because you're tired of looking at negative comments, is like, you just don't want to do it. Just come out and say, like, look, I have new ventures now. I'm only going to come on YouTube like every once in a great while and make videos because it's not my passion anymore. Like, why can't you just come out and say that? Because that's obviously your truth. I mean, you know, in so many ways it is. Like, again, all people want to see is fucking tutorials. And if you don't want to do tutorials, then just tell everybody you don't want to do tutorials anymore. Like, I don't think I've ever told you guys, but when I did training for Ulta, and it was this point in time where she had, when this was before the Vault collection came out, probably like a month or so before the Vault collection came out, and it was when she went like a whole month or something without making a video, and all these people are like, you never make videos, and when you do, they're all about Morphi, blah, 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 blah. And there was a point in time where she had commented that she doesn't have the time, she's been really busy, she's making the Vault, she's putting all of her time into this. But when the Vault started to get closer to its launch date, when I was at work, we did training for Morphi and for the Vault collection coming out. And in that specific training, there were videos. There was a video we had to watch that was like a half an hour long. And the video consisted of nothing but Jaclyn Hill tutorials, like 3 or 4 Jaclyn Hill tutorials from her Vault collection that she's never posted on YouTube. Like, I was like, wait a minute, why ain't she putting these on YouTube? This don't make any sense. And yeah, she wasn't talking in them and doing anything, but, you know, the people buying her products are wanting ideas of, you know, what she's doing to herself, because in turn they're fans of hers and they want to like emulate her. So why would you not just put those up like, hey, here's some tutorials, here's some ideas for looks, here's some looks that I do with these palettes. They're not talk throughs, whatever else. Or she could even like dub over a talk through. I don't know if, you know, it was a case where she had a contract with Ulta where she wasn't able to use that for her own monetary gain or what the deal was. But, you know, she's telling people that she's like working on the vault and doing all this stuff, but she had time to do that, but couldn't take that and use that on YouTube. So I did, oh, forgot to tell you guys about that. Like when we went to the training for that, I was just a little taken back by that when we watched that video, because my manager's like, oh my god, this video is like 30 minutes long and it's literally just her doing tutorials to music. Like, what the fuck? And it was like 3 or 4 tutorials and we were like, oh my god, that's so boring. Because it was. There was like no talking or anything. It was just fucking boring. But anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts. Is there anything else I wanted to touch on? I don't know. Let me think. Let me think. No, I think that's it. I have chosen, like, obviously I've told you guys before that I've chosen, like, not to get behind that. And the reason why I choose not to give my money to Morphi and not to buy Morphi has nothing to do with company. It has nothing to do with quality. I just feel like it's so oversaturated that you guys, as subscribers and as consumers and as followers, are sick of seeing it. And I don't want to be another one of those people that is like shoving it down your throats. Even at the amount of attainability it has, even though Morphi is so attainable to everybody because of the cost, I just can't do it because it's just so oversaturated that I can't be another person like up on that dime. You know what I'm saying? So whatevs. That's my 2 cents. Anyways, I'm gonna wash my face and take my fucking snappy ass to bed because I'm fucking tired and I gotta get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work. So excited. Who's excited for the 21 Days of Beauty? Did you guys watch my video? You totally should. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna get off here. Again, repeating myself. I'm gonna get off here and watch my face and upload this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. There's only 2 days left of Vlogmas, so you better suck it up, girl. I don't know why I said that, but peace. Look, I made a little thing. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm just fucking, I gotta go. Bye.